Hi Aries, it's Sonia of True Light Guide bringing your September 2018 angel reading and energy forecast. And it's looking pretty good for you. Just hang in there, okay? So we'll get right to it. Here's the deal. If you're not really tapping into yourself with confidence about who you are, instead of looking at the results you have right now, you're going to feel uncertain because your results are not showing up right away. This is really, for most of you, you're going to actually see some big manifesting change coming into October and the beginning of November. So really, there's like a transitional time, like last 2 weeks of October, first 2 weeks of November, you're going to start seeing things. So if you are feeling unconfident because of what you're seeing out there, don't be fooled, okay? It's only looking uncertain because guess what? As much as you're feeling uncertain about yourself, so are other people about their situation. So don't take that on and think that it's all about you, okay? And I mean that in a nice way. So let's get to it. For each of the areas that we're going to tap into, we're going to do a reading on your love, your career, and your personal growth. And for each one, we're going to find out what's coming to you. Okay, for love life, it isn't looking awesome, but there is something better waiting for you. Okay, so this is the card. This is what you're going to be dealt with. The second card is going to tell you how to step into an opportunity with this. So it's coming to you. What are you going to do with it is ultimately what we're asking the angels. How do you make the best out of the opportunity that's presented? Because there's two ways to deal with life. You can have an obstacle, which is an outside power struggle, trying to control other people and events. And let's face it, no sooner do you get that stuff under control, that's over there, that ain't working. There's always going to be something making you feel uncertain, right? Kind of your message this week. Or if you tap into yourself and say, okay, I'm here, I have power over, in my life, my own, my connection to my spirit, my thoughts, my, feelings. I have power over the decisions I make and the actions I take. And this is what the angels are asking me to do to make the most out of my situation. Take that advice, you'll have some good outcomes. So the final card will give you the outcome. So the situation, what to do about it for your opportunity, and then ultimately the outcome. For the love life, this is interesting. It's not looking the way you think it should. As much as your love life is getting better, it's not the picture or the life situation you expected. You're really thinking that it should look, I feel, more romantic, more dramatic, more put together. And last month's message, especially with the last eclipse that we had, there was a big message about us wanting extreme results. And the only reason we want extreme results is because we have extremely negative or powerful negative feelings. So in order to offset that, right, to balance it, it's like if you have this negative feeling and you have very minor results, what happens? It doesn't feel balanced and you don't have enough good juices going on to balance what's, the intensity of the negative. So we think we want an intense positive, but life's experiences go from one extreme to the other. And the message last month was to bring it more center, where it's like, you process your negative feelings, come back to the present, just deal with what you're dealing with now, and be in the center zone. So it doesn't look as exciting, quote unquote, as you thought it would be, and that other people are figuring out their stuff, but there's something that's off. And you're right, because ultimately what's going on is that you don't have all the pieces of the puzzle. You don't really know what's going on with the other person. They don't even know what's going on with themselves. And you know those ones. I feel like one of you has definitely got one person in particular in your mind. Somebody else, clear 3 people. And you're like, which one are we talking about? All of them. Just remember, this isn't just about love relationships, like as far as like romantic. This is also relationships that impact your heart, okay? So these are people who have influence over you. And for the one that has 3, I know you don't think so, but they do, okay? So just honor that. They're speaking to it, so honor why they speak to it. But ultimately, withdraw from other people's drama. Just let them have their space to process what they're doing. If you feel the need to fix or get in there, just tap into yourself and why you need to do that. Like they're just saying, like, no, detach, don't get the drama. Like, you remember the pendulum, like this whole passionate love and passionate fighting. Well, bring it back down to a little bit more center. It's more manageable. With that advice, you're going to learn what you need. So those pieces that are missing are information based, that you can have more knowledge and information about this without needing to fix the other person. By understanding their situation, I feel like you're able to detach and give them the space to allow them to grow. And what you're doing is you're taking your own sense of insecurity to need to fix them and honor that, you know what, they can be unhappy and still love me. They can deal with their situation and we can still be fine and make this work, okay? So I see this beautiful, like, harmonious kind of like, it's going to take some effort, okay? I'm honoring that for you, Aries. It's going to take some effort. It's going to take some, patience and self-control, but it's okay. Ultimately, there is change coming into your life. So a lot of you have seen with these past, eclipses, especially the eclipse season, the 3 that passed, what happened is that your values shifted. Okay, so you may want to tap into doing some values exercises because we also see a subtle shift into the way of your career. And they're saying there's something better waiting for you. Okay, this is about a self-evaluation before you evaluate your workplace. Like, stop looking just at the workplace. That's what they're saying right away. Stop looking just at your workplace and saying that's wrong over there, that's not working over there. They're asking you to self-evaluate and then ask yourself what your values are so that you make choices and express to your company. Some of you are going to get the flexible time and hours that you need, but you have to tap into what your values are, so you ask from a value-based place. If you don't understand really kind of what that means, it just means like self-reflect before you dive in to action, okay? And ultimately, they're saying connect with other friends and find out what's happening with them in their industries. Some of them have left. I feel like this is going back to like your LinkedIn and connecting to people in college. Some of you, it's just connecting to friends or networks and, people, maybe advisors. Some of you have life coaches or career coaches. You're going to be tapping in with your community and networks to celebrate a little bit, to get some communication information. And it's not necessarily that you're goal-based in this, other than doing it for the sake of it. And what needs to come out will be revealed to you through social interaction. So it's as though you don't really need to even have a question. Your soul already knows, and it's already in alignment for what you need. So that's pretty cool. A-types, I know you're like fidgeting and you're like, give me the steps. And I'm like, sorry, this is intuitive. Just flow with it. Just trust it. This is kind of like networking and meeting the right people at the right time. Okay, if that makes you feel better. And the outcome is actually better harmonious relationships in all areas of your life. The love life, your family life, your work life becomes a little bit better when you take the time to connect. So that does include taking time to go to lunch with people that you're working with and networking and whatnot, okay? And then for your personal growth is really about, you've taken care of your relationships, you've taken care of your career. Now what about you? What do you need this month to feel fulfilled? When you're feeling things are off or everything else is going right and you're still not feeling it, this is the message you want to go back to. And it's about your personal growth. So this is about you understanding your emotional energy. Are you being grounded? Are you sitting in old stuff? And also, I really get this sense of learning to detach from what's not yours, because that seems to be a resounding message. It's about self-reflection in your relationships and let other people's stuff be theirs and you be you. And your career, they've focused the same kind of internal message of like, there's something better waiting for you, but you got to self-reflect here and align to your own values, because they say there's a new emotional situation coming into your world, with especially regarding relationships and a new invitation. So this is like a work invitation. Some of you are getting social invitations, but a lot of intuitive energy that wants to work with you this month, Aries. So honor what is and work with the energy that's being presented to you. To make the best opportunity of your personal growth is to make clear choices and decisions. And okay, we're going to go back there. Look up some value exercises. There's some great videos on YouTube to help you identify what your values are. Values are, literally I was on this yesterday, go figure, I usually download it before I need it. There's the message of, there's an ends and a means, okay? So some people may value family. Family is the means in which provides you the end result, which is a feeling of connection, a feeling of love, of safety. For some it's career. That's the means. The end result is maybe success. Maybe it's contribution. Maybe it's, stability. Okay, whatever that is. So, just checking on that. Understand that, this is about being clear, make decisions about your values. That seems to be the next message. Now we've got the pendulum a little more centered instead of extreme. What do you need in your life moving forward so you make clear choices? Because wonderful new ideas start entering your world. Do the exercise. The new ideas enter your world. It's simpler to achieve your happiness than what you really believe. The reason you've achieved so much, because some of you have been really good at staying and being, I want to say, self-reflective, done a lot of personal, growth and personal work. Some of you have done it without knowing it. Like you were just intuitive, natural to doing it. And they're saying you've done wonderful, but understand that, the life you may have now doesn't reflect your current values. It's reflecting your old values. And when that discomfort that you feel is literally your soul saying, okay, we've had this experience, now we're ready for the next one. And you're identifying what that is. And all the new ideas will enter your world when you get clear about what you need, and communication problems, asking for what you need will be completely different and easier. So, as we've tapped into all of that, if you love these videos, please like, comment, share, show your love. If you have questions, or if you'd like me to put together anything in content that you find relevant, that you're interested in, I want to hear from you. I like to respond to those who follow me. I like to support you on your journey, so let me know how I can do that. You can also follow me on Facebook, and if you're interested in learning some energy work, my first online course, my Energy Foundations course, is available over on Gumroad. So until I meet all of you again in October, ciao for now.